The act of shoving two fictional characters' heads together and yelling, "Now kiss." The word and context behind it are terminologies I'm sure anyone who has used a computer for more than 5 minutes is all too familiar with. That same person will also know the endless war within every fanbase over something like if the hedgehog should be kissing the girly girl or the edgy emo. You know what they say though, love wins. Considering this is a loved-themed episode, I think it'd be appropriate to not fly solo. Instead, reoccurring viewers for this channel will get a kick out of him having be my co-host. You know her, you love her, give a warm welcome to... me. Yep, the Red dude, what are you doing here?
Oh, silly Blue. You think I pass up a video like this?
You're ruining everything!
What can I say? I guess I have a crush on seeing you in distress.
What did you even do with Henry anyways? She was meant to be here!
Oh, don't you worry. I made sure to take real good care of her.
Well, joke's on you, because this isn't even my video. Hang on, give me a second.
What is this? Something wrong with your washing machine?
Sorry, I have no clue who you are.
But you're blue, but pink.
Am I blue, or am I a different person? Who knows? I'm just a little fella. In fact, call me the pink fella.
No, I won't call you that because you're literally just blue!
So, with every fandom having its shipping side to it, how does Five Nights at Freddy's fare into this? Well, Freddy Fazbear sure does go into Bonnie. Wait! I should say this now before continuing. Do not use this video in any sort of way to either validate your ships or invalidate other people's ships. Fun fact, you can make your own decisions in life and don't need some random stranger online to tell you what you can or cannot headcanon about the silly bear game. So long as you aren't doing anything illegal, I couldn't care less about who was getting an oil change in the employees only room, if you know what I mean. This video is purely for fun and in no way is meant to start any ship war. When FNAF was released in 2014, May was already in a great position. The first game, which I've talked about in another video that you guys should definitely watch, blew up, creating a huge fanbase who were eager to start making these scary animatronics start kissing each other. You had Bonnie x Freddy, Freddy x Chica, Chica x Bonnie. That already is a couple to take in without even considering the person you play as, Mike Schmidt, being added to the mix. And there was also the phone guy, and you know what, how about we just leave the humans out of this? Reminder, these are animatronics possessed by kids, so some of this art I found while researching the video is a bit questionable. Geez, I sure am glad this is the worst it will get when it comes to humans x animatronics. Anyway, none of these ships compare to the popularity of Chica and Foxy. Now, I could sit here and talk about why this ship works, except I don't know if there's a reason behind it. If I had to guess, it would be because Foxy was the most popular character, so pairing him with Chica made sense because GIRL! You know, after seeing years of FNAF shipping, it does make one wonder, who is the culprit? Who was the first? The one that's seen everything? Well, funny enough, the first ever FNAF related ship post on YouTube is most definitely not this one, but is the earliest example I could find, Foxy x Chica 5 Nights at Freddy's. If you ever wanted to go to a video starting FNAF ships on YouTube, there you have it. I'm joking of course, don't actually go and send hate to the creator. The content within the video is just stolen art of who would have guessed Foxy and Chica. It's not only that though. There's some text from Chica saying, "I'll kill you if you..." Oh, I didn't even have time to read all that. Alright, so maybe the first FNAF lovey-dovey video wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be. However, late 2014 would bring in a new set of characters from FNAF 2, known as the Toy Animatronics. You had people pairing them with each other, the Withereds, and even the classics. Which brings me to a certain character that would flip the shipping fandom on its head. Located on Kids Cove, you'll find Mangle. With the internet being the internet, they took this character and automatically labeled them as GIRL! And with that, Chica x Foxy was yesterday's news. Foxy x Mangle was the new hot ship. So popular in fact, it inspired a set of videos from a channel that every FNAF fan has seen at one point, Tony Crynight. Tony Crynight is an Italian animator who got their start on YouTube in early 2014. They found decent success with some of their early work, but exploded into popularity with their first video on FNAF, uploaded on January 11th, 2015. For the next 3 years, throughout 17 parts, we'd see the story of a love triangle between Foxy, Chica, and Mangle. It begins with Foxy being upset about, I don't know, something, we're never told about it. Mangle comes in to comfort him, and they do the kissy kiss, with Chica witnessing it and now filled with rage and jealousy. Later that night, she commits attempted murder on Mangle, who, guess you can say has a fitting name now. Chica, like in a Darman video, regrets it instantly, so then afterwards attempts to locate a book on how to fix Mangle, while getting the assistance of Bonnie. As they both make their way to help Mangle is, reasonably upset about almost dying, so decides to try to get even, but then snaps out of it when stopped by Foxy. She runs off, thus beginning the adventure to find Mangle and right the wrongs. Throughout the story, they recruit some familiar friends, encounter familiar foes, and face off a villain like no other, but I won't get too into detail of all that since that's not what this video is about. Just know though, this series heavily impacted the FNAF shipping culture forever and started the rise of other creators to start making romantic videos like Tony Crynight. One of these creators would be a Polish animator known as Zachu37. Starting in early 2015, he would animate the wacky adventure of the Fazbear crew with plenty of love and drama. I wouldn't say he started any ships per se, more so popularized them, with an example being Bonnie x Toy Chica, with their video on the subject sitting at 11 million views. The content within the video is a simple story of Bonnie wanting to give a gift to Toy Chica, however is always facing some form of distraction that prevents him from doing so. The gift in question is a plush of Toy Chica, which okay viewers, just get this information in your head now. Plushies within any FNAF videos are some of the most powerful things to ever exist. If a character gives someone a plush, or two characters' plush counterparts are put together, that means they're in love. No questions asked. Except wondering who put these here. What's crazier is the fact that this video right here is one of the lesser viewed videos. There's a whole Foxy x Mangle trilogy with both sequels already setting the series at over 60 million views. I had to pull up the first one, but the original seems to be deleted with only re-uploads being available. Shucks. The 3-part series shows Scout TF2 breaking his arm on the job, leading to a new guard being hired, Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy on his first night does what I think is pretty in character for him to do, and obliterates Mangle.
Be advised, your teammate got their ass kicked.
Foxy, with the help of Chica, gets Mangle to the backstage room to be rebuilt. Afterwards, Foxy wants to get revenge on the night guard by going full on emo rage mode. Once his emo arc is finished, Mangle is fixed. The only downside is that her memories are gone. Until they're not, like 5 minutes later, thanks to the power of, I kid you not, giving her plushies of them together and sealing it with a kiss. I'm telling you people, these plushies are powerful. Another big ship on the channel was Freddy x Chica. Freddy within the series has always had the hots for Chica because... Chica, however, never noticed it, as she was always wanting to be with Bonnie. She then is faced with a dilemma when Freddy confesses her love to her right when Bonnie's having a relationship problem with Toy Chica, which she wanted to use as a chance to get with Bonnie. She then realizes, well, that's kind of a bad thing to do, and that Freddy and her are really meant to be because there's a plush Freddy holding a rose for a plush Chica. Again, who is putting these here? Yeah, they get together because the power plushie says so, yay. Moving from Zachu37, I'd like to switch the focus on another ship happening later down 2015. At this point, FNAF 3 and FNAF 4 were released, and in FNAF 3's case, introduced a new character the fandom would see as perfect lovey-dovey material, Springtrap. You know, the guy who murdered a ton of kids. Up until this point, the most popular ships went from Chica x Foxy, Foxy x Mangle, and now with this game, Mangle x Springtrap became very popular thanks to a channel called Quiet Tomato. The channel was created in 2013, uploading random game music and gameplay videos, eventually finding their audience with their FNAF animations. I'll level with you viewers, the creators we've been talking about up until now, I've had some sort of nostalgia for. This one, however, Springtrap meets Mangle, I never watched, but I do remember seeing it recommended to me a ton on YouTube, so maybe now is a good time to see what I've been missing out on. Oh, this is understandably outdated. To give the animation style credit, it being made in MS Paint does add to the charm. Who would have guessed the show follows Springtrap and Mangle, as Mangle has a big old crush on Springtrap, with Springtrap being too edgy and emo to return those feelings, even though the interest in each other is clearly neutral. As the show continues, it introduces lore like Mangle once knowing a kid from 1987 named Jennifer, who she let down by not being there to protect when Purple Guy murdered her. As the story goes on, it gets even crazier, and just like Tony Crynight, I recommend checking the series out for yourself. I mean, who could say no to this? Or this? Or even this? I can. Consider this a fun fast fact. This show takes place in the year 2032, which is crazy because these videos were uploaded in 2015. Doing the math, you'll realize we're closer to the year 2032 than we are 2015. Whoa. Another thing worth noting is that during the series, there's a robotic kid who came back from the dead. This right here is the first real instance of a robot kid within any FNAF continuity, before any theories or books were made. You all should know what this means. Before watching the series, I never understood Springtrap X Mangle. After watching, I still don't. Just a little less. I mean, yeah, I get why you ship these versions. Even then, Springtrap X anyone to me is kinda weird. I get it though. Different AU, not trying to be like the canon FNAF lore, so you shouldn't take things too seriously. If you grew up watching these and still enjoy them, I can completely understand why. Something I don't understand are gacha ships. Oh yes, we're going there. With FNAF 4 also released in 2015, we also saw the rise of love stories being made within gacha. The nightmare animatronics might not be pleasing on the eyes, but everyone deserves a special someone. I wonder what the gacha community would come up with. No, I'm not doing this. Never mind, we are not going there. Moving right to 2016, Sister Location released. It introduced the Funtime animatronics, and the shipping community went mildly crazy. We have Funtime Freddy and BonBon. I hate there's a 50% chance BonBon would be Freddy's dominant hand. Baby X Ballora. You see, Circus Baby is possessed by William Afton's daughter, and some pretty widely accepted theories are that Ballora is possessed by William Afton's wife. So, maybe this isn't the one, Chief. To be fair, the last part is more speculation. If you take out the William Afton wife factor, still weird. Just for a different reason, thanks to only one of these characters still being possessed. The last popular ship from Sister Location I can think of is Funtime Foxy x a little bit. Would this be considered self-cess? Now that would just be preposterous to do such a concept like that.
Wait, you changed back.
No, I was just covering for Pink Fella.
When did you two switch? Ah, damn it.
2017, we got Pizzeria Simulator. Come on, shipping community, give me your best.
To me!
Alright, it's beginning to look a lot more clear. With each passing game, the ships just weren't as crazy as they used to be. 2018 and 2019, we got Ultimate Custom Night, Special Delivery, and Help Wanted. And while I'm sure they have something, it definitely didn't reach the heights of the early days. Let's not kid ourselves here. Most of the people doing FNAF ships were children, and I'd say the shipping culture died down because the kids who once did it grew out of it. Now, for a certain part of the FNAF community who always viewed shippers as cringe, they saw the decline as an absolute win. Was it a good thing that this side of the fandom was fizzling out, or was it a bad thing? It wasn't quite clear. What was though, was that the fandom would never be what it once. You know where I'm going with this. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach released in 2021, and the shipping fandom was back, baby! You had Freddy Fazbear x Roxanne Wolf x Glamrock Chica x Food! It was wild! Add the daycare attendants to the mixture and you can get some wacko stuff. Sun x Moon, Moon x Freddy, Sun x Monty. These ships were even getting full-on names, like that last one, Sun x Monty. It's called Glitter Golf. Can you even glitter a golf? Yes, you can! That was only the beginning though. FNAF SB came and went. However, in 2023, interest for the game sparked back with the Ruined DLC. This DLC expanded the world of the Pizzaplex, giving us answers on one of the most mysterious characters everyone and their mother was wondering about when Security Breach launched. What the fast is the bunny? Found him. Alright, no, that wasn't it in terms of Glamrock Bonnie, because within his abandoned room, you could find evidence to support him and Freddy were very close. This caused a big split within the FNAF community, as you either believed that they were great friends or were in a full-on relationship. The people who believed in a relationship referred to the couple as Frawny. Why did this one matter though? This whole video I've done nothing but talk about FNAF ships. Some you could argue are bigger than Frawny. Well, believe it or not, this is one of the first times within the series we've had a real implication of the animatronics having some form of relationship with each other. Look at every FNAF game up until now, and you'd be hard pressed to find any actual proof for something like Foxy x Mangle, beyond the fact, they're both foxes. What the FNAF DLC did was enter new territory that was both a blessing and a curse. It was cool to do something different than just having these animatronics being nothing more than a gateway for a jump scare. The curse, surprise surprise, came from Twitter. Of course, this is not a generalization, and there are plenty of cool FNAF fans on Twitter, but that didn't stop some group of people being against the idea of two male animatronics kissing for very pathetic reasons. There's two sides to a coin though, and on the other side you had some Frawny supporters that were just starting to attack members of the FNAF community who weren't even exactly against the ship, they just weren't the type to ship any characters at all. It was a hot mess for a good while. Thankfully, over time the heat would die down. A different type of heat though would start when the FNAF movie dropped. You had some people supporting Mike x Vanessa, which, oh hey, it's Tony Crynight! Hi Tony Crynight! Anyway, who cares about these two? The big one was Ness x Doug. Truly the ship ever, proving that love does win, and that this was in no way a crack ship. I mean, I always thought Ness x Springtrap was cooler, but whatever. FNAF Help Wanted 2 would also release the same year, though there wasn't anything crazy like what we saw with the previous two. Well, I've done my job of talking about FNAF ships.
No, you can't just make a fool out of me this entire video.
Hey Red. After hearing about everything major about FNAF ships, it makes me wonder, should FNAF canonically have a relationship with its animatronics? Yes and no. Let me phrase it like this. What Steelwool is doing now is perfect. They can do something like a Christmas fireplace video when, hey, there's two plushies next to each other. I told you this shit was powerful. Wait, there's a Chica plush next to them though. And by the power of plushies, all three of them must be together. Good for them, honestly. You see what I did there? I looked at this piece of media and interpreted my own way, just like anyone watching can do. So if you look at this poster and take it as a sign that him and Bonnie are together, great. If you think Foxy and Mangle being spotted in the same hallway in FNAF 2 is proof of them making out behind closed door, wonderful. If you decide to ship Fredbear and Funtime Chica just because, awesome. None of these should ever be confirmed. It's more fun to look at a piece of media and make up our own silly headcanons, so long as we're respectful about other people's headcanons. Basically, how FNAF theorizing works. With, you know, a little more kissy kiss action than usual. I say this because I myself don't actually have any FNAF ships. I don't really view the series like that, so I never took part in it.
Hang on, you made a video on a subject you don't even support?
I wouldn't say it like that. I'm perfectly fine with other people having ships.
This guy is terrible. The worst. We must cancel him. Go on, get it trending. #cancel TheBlueGuy.
Hey, wait, you can't just turn the tables on me like that.